All right, today we're going to be talking about the volume of a pyramid, cone, or sphere. So we're going to find volumes of pyramids, and then we're also going to go ahead and find the volumes of cones and spheres. So we have three different key concept slides that we're going to do, one for each of these. So let's start off with the pyramid. Now the pyramid is very similar to the prism, except for it is only a third of it. Notice with a prism, remember there was two bases. There's one on top and one on the bottom. With a pyramid, it doesn't have that second base on top. It goes up to a point. And because it goes up to a point, kind of like a triangle, it cuts off some of the material. And we have to take some of it away. And how much do we take away? We actually take 2/3 of it away, leaving us just a third. In a triangle, remember the formula for a triangle is 1/2 base times height. It's only half of it. Here with the pyramid, because it's three-dimensional, it's 1/3 of it. A two-dimensional triangle is 1/2. A three-dimensional pyramid is 1/3. So there's a little bit of difference there. Something you need to be aware of. Otherwise, it's still the area of the base down here. So we got to do the area of the base here. Most of the time, it's a rectangle or a triangle. And then we multiply it by the height. How many floors again we have? All right, and then we have to finish it off with that 1/3 or dividing by 3. So let's take a look at our problem. So here we have a rectangular pyramid. Actually, it's probably a square pyramid. Notice these are the same. So we're going to find the area of this base, which again is just base times height on the base here, multiplied by the height, and then divided by 3. So the 1/3 base times height. The base is 15 and 15. Multiply that together, and we're going to multiply it by the 12 for the height. And then at the end, we'll divide by 3. So 15 times 15 times 12, and then divide by 3, and you get 900. So we have 900 cubic inches. Let's try another one. Here we have a base of 8 and 6. So we do 8 and 6. Height of 7. So 8 and 6 is 48. Times the 7 is 336. And then as I said, the last thing we do is we divide by that 3, or for 212, or 112 inches cubed. Volume of a cone. This is very much like the cylinder. A cone is a special name for a circular pyramid. They have a special formula, but it's really the same one. They just put in the area of the circle in here because the base is pi r squared, so they just put pi r squared in there. So they write it out like this. You can do it either way. You're basically doing it the same way both times. But we're going to have to do that pi r squared again. Remember, pi is 3.14, and then r squared, so r times r. Okay. So we have the radius here. It's 5.5. So we're going to use that formula. We're going to put that 5.5 in for both of these. Multiply those together, times the 8, and then divide by 3. Giving us this value, which is 253.4 cubic meters. Let's try another one. So 6.2 and 10.5. So it's 1/3 pi times all the two r's and then the h. So pi again, remember, is 3.14. 6.2, 6.2, 10.5. We can multiply all four of these together, get this number here, then divide it by 3. For 422.46, round to the nearest tenth like they asked us to. That'd be 422.5. And that's how we do a cone. All right, let's take a look at sphere. Notice the little difference with sphere. It's r cubed now. It's not r squared. So there's a little bit of difference there. You may want to make sure you note that in your notes here. This one has an r cubed. All the other ones have been r squared. Also, notice the front number. It's 4/3. It's not 1/3. It's 4/3. So how do we do this? We have 5. So it's 4/3 pi r cubed. So we're going to have to do the r cubed 3 times. So 5 times itself 3 times. 5, 5, 5. So 5 times 5 times 5 is 125 times the pi, which is 3.14, times the 4. So 4, 3.14, and all those 5s. Then at the very end, we divide by 3. So 523.6. Let's look at one more. So again, notice how I put out all the R. So we have 9. So we're going to put 9s in there. And I took the 4, the 3.14, the 9, and the 9, and the 9, multiply those all together and got this large number. And the last thing we do is divide by 3. Divide by 3 for this answer. That's what I have for you for today.